Hello everybody, thanks for joining me again. Something a little bit different this week. I'm in northern Sweden with my wife Alison on a bit of a break, but obviously I brought my camera with me. We're out on the frozen Torn River at the moment, and we've been lucky enough to stay a few nights in the Icehotel. And what a beautiful, beautiful day. A couple of nights ago we were lucky enough to see the Northern Lights, so that's what I'm going to show you today. Hope you enjoy this. Well, before I show you the film and the photographs, let me show you where we were. We'd flown into Kiruna in the north of Sweden, and firstly travelled about 20 minutes east to Yugoslavia, where the Icehotel is, and then about an hour and a half to the west to Abisko National Park. So why travel to the north of Sweden? Well, as you can see from this, the Northern Lights form an oval around the North Pole, and depending on the strength of the solar winds, it varies, goes north and south, but you can almost guarantee that in the north of Norway, Sweden and Finland, you have a good chance of seeing the Northern Lights, if the weather's good. And of course, as well as the weather, you need dark skies. So I recommend going in late January, early February for the best conditions and the best weather. This was the third trip we've made to northern Sweden and Norway, and on two of those occasions we've been lucky enough to see the Northern Lights. But this was the first time I've taken all my camera equipment, and I really wanted to film the lights in real time, just like this. I'd seen an interview with a documentary filmmaker, Alistair Chapman, and he'd given me some tips and ideas on what settings to use. So this was taken at a frame rate of 25 frames per second, a shutter speed of 1/13 of a second, and ISO 1600. And to start with, the lights weren't very bright, as you can see, and weren't moving very much, but it gave me plenty of time to get set up and practice. Now I'm also using a Sony A6600, which is a crop sensor camera, and although the film is good, filmed this in 4K and then rendered it down to 1080p, a full frame camera would have really helped, especially when it comes to the photography. I will show you a couple of the photographs now, but I'll leave the rest to the end of the film. Really like these shots when the lights were quite bright over the Icehotel here, and I've increased the exposure slightly and given it a bit of contrast, but you can see there's a little bit of grain in the lights themselves, and I'm sure with a full frame camera I could have reduced the ISO a little bit more and maybe got some smoother images, but who can complain? These are fantastic images. Anyway, enough of the settings. I think I'll just let you enjoy the film. Well, I think that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a like. And I'll see you all again next week. But for now, cheerio.
As you do.